Hi everyone. Thank you for coming today to listen to me. I'm going to talk today a little bit about the importance of sanitizing and disinfecting the salon. I've been a hairdresser for over 20 years, and it is still just as important today as it was 20 years ago to sanitize and disinfect before and after every client. Being a hairdresser is fun and rewarding, and we are lucky enough to work in a very positive atmosphere. I mean, all day long we're making people feel good. But along with this positive atmosphere and rewarding profession, we have a huge responsibility, because if we neglect or we are careless, we could cause injury or even infection in our clients. But by properly sanitizing and disinfecting in the salon, we can help prevent the spread of infection. I want to tell you guys what happened in 2000 in the state of California. Over 100 customers from a particular salon was infected by a bacterial infection. They were all treated, and it stemmed from, they found out later, from unclean foot baths. These foot baths were rarely cleaned in the salon, and they provided a perfect breeding ground for bacteria, which in turn infected their clients. The clients started out with small sores, and some of them had rashes, some had boils. If these were not treated, these could turn into an type of infection that can spread throughout the body. Most of the rashes and boils were from the knee down. Some people even had a little bit of a fever with this. And I hate to say this, but some bacterial infections, because it's kind of scary sounding, can even result in death. In 2006, and again it was in the state of California, and it was from an unclean foot bath in a particular salon. I think there was over 100 clients there that were treated for bacterial infections, and one lady later died, and they did tie her back into, she was sick before she even had the pedicure. I think she had lupus, so her immune deficiency was low, but bad things can happen in a good atmosphere if we're not aware of everything that we need to know to keep people safe. Petty chairs are not the only culprit. Dirty implements, dirty countertops, unclean towels, using capes without the neck strips, all can cause us to spread infection to each of our clients. 4 different infectious conditions that cosmetologists need to be aware of are staph, which is super resistant to antibiotics, if anybody's familiar or has had that, unclean implements, skin-to-skin contact. The other is communicable diseases, ringworm, pink eye, and viral infections, and we are all told that we are not supposed to work on people with these types of communicable diseases. Parasites such as head lice, we all need to be aware of head lice, especially on young customers. Before you even start giving them their haircut, you guys need to look for head lice. It is really not legal for us to work on someone with head lice. Bloodborne viruses that cause hepatitis. Hepatitis is probably the most difficult bacteria to kill. It stays alive a long time after it has left the body. HIV, human immune deficiency virus that can cause AIDS, which is an acquired immune deficiency syndrome, is the other bacteria that we need to be aware of, and that's more if somebody had an open sore and you had an open cut. Clean surfaces still harbor pathogens, but even if we clean our surfaces, they still harbor pathogens, so we always need to be aware of that, but they're a lot less likely to spread disease. The 2 types of bacteria that are in the salon or everywhere is pathogenic and non-pathogenic. Pathogenic is harmful disease. It's the harmful bacteria that can cause infection, and the non-pathogenic is harmless. And this bacteria can exist almost anywhere. We sanitize first to remove most of the germs. And when I say sanitize, I mean we clean with soap and water. This is the most important thing to do for the surface to be properly cleaned and then disinfected. And it's really not that hard, even though it's like, gosh, you have to do this every time before and after a client, but it is very important for you to do, and once you get in the habit of it, it gets easier and easier. Not sanitizing before disinfecting is like using mouthwash before you guys brush your teeth. It doesn't work properly that way. Bacteria, fungus, and virus are the potential microorganisms that we are concerned with in the cosmetology atmosphere or world. Disinfectants used in salon must say on their label that they are bactericidal, fungicidal, and virucidal. These will kill all the dangerous pathogenic bacteria that we were just talking about. Now I wanted to show you the difference. This right here, a lot of people think disinfect. It says on here even that it kills cold and flu viruses, but it does not kill everything. And nowhere on here does it say that it kills bactericidal, fungicidal, or virucidal. But these two right here that are made for the salon industry do say that on the front of their labels. This is for implements, and this is for countertops. This can also be used for countertops, and the whole key to using these after you've properly sanitized is to leave this on the surface for 10 minutes. Follow the directions, read your directions always, but you can't just spray this and wipe it and expect it to kill the bacteria. It's supposed to be left on 10 minutes. You now know the need to clean/sanitize and disinfect before and after every client. You can start making this a daily habit today and sanitize and disinfect your stations and your implements for the safety of your client as well as the safety of yourself. So again, you can prevent the spread of infection easily if you know what to do and do it every time and make it a lifelong habit between each and every client. And again, if you guys are not sure on working on someone, always wear gloves. No one will ever complain if they see you put on gloves. Thanks you guys for listening to me. I appreciate it. And if there's any questions afterwards, I'll be happy to answer some questions.